This park was formed in 1888 and it was named after Canada's Lord Governor General at the time, Lord Stanley. In 1889, Lord Stanley stood in a clearing not so far from here and said these very inspiring words. He said, "I dedicate this park to the use and enjoyment of all peoples of all colors, creeds, and customs for all time," which is like super progressive and accepting, especially during those times. Now, of course, the land he was making this declaration on was the home to an Indigenous people that had been displaced because of the park. But I think that irony was probably lost on him. There's so much history that's taken part here, but it's also colonialism, because the main secret and the darkest secret is the displacement of the people that live here. The Coast Salish have lived on the inlet thousands of years, and one of the reasons they made this area their home is because of the water. And not only is the water of fantastic resources for food, but it's also in a strategic location for travel and therefore trade. Shui Shui was the biggest trade hub in this area for hundreds, possibly thousands of years. And there were about 100,000 people living around the Burrard Inlet at one time. So some parts of the roads here in Stanley Park weave in kind of weird different directions, not just on the shoreline, and that's for a reason. The park and the city would use the roads as an excuse to displace the people that were living on this land. But the people on Brockton Point, well, they were of Coast Salish and mixed European heritage. So there was a better chance that they were able to read, write, or speak a European language. The people here on Shui Shui did not have that. They didn't have the money either. And to add insult to injury, the road builders didn't demolish their homes. They actually moved into them and made it their property. The general input from people and guests that come on this tour is that they're happy to be finally learning about this. I definitely see that there's more recognition and more willingness and eagerness to learn about what has happened on these lands and the people that live here.